My heart and my home.
But you don't love me because you need to, you just do because you do. Loving ain't a remedy, it's a way to get through.
Remember our first summer, untrue is true is true. The sky atop our happy heads was the brightest bluest blue.
You love me and I fell for you, we were lonely, that's a fact. But if loneliness were the only cause, things just ain't gonna last.
Don't say that.
Please don't let me go.
Well, I won't let you go.
You've got to let it show.
I will.
So April here with Radio Not Entertainment. I'm doing our second Meet the Locals, first interview of August. I'm sitting here with Isaac and Sophia from Good Morning Bedlam. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Feeling cash.
Okay, are you?
Yeah.
I like your dress, by the way.
Thank you.
What instruments do you guys play?
I play the violin, and I'd love to learn washboard, this thing. And I also play mandolin. And I sing.
And I play guitar and I sing and I play banjo and all of the various ukuleles.
Alright, nice. Well, so how do you both describe your music?
I always say it's roots music. It's kind of it's a loose term.
Yeah.
Because we're folk music, but we pull from a lot of different things. We pull from blues, we pull from jazz, and we pull from so many different things that I think that we cover a wide range of genres. Sophie really influences the jazz part of it. I have a lot of things from like metal music and stuff that I grew up listening to and like playing in metal bands and stuff, and I think those influences sometimes come out a little bit.
And earlier today, I was just listening to Pixar soundtracks, and I thought, hey, they have this funny, like, folky, jazzy sound to it. And I thought, wow, we kind of sound like them. Or we kind of sound like we're possibly aspiring to sound like them.
Yeah. Well, maybe they took some ideas. I was going to say, first seeing him, like, you kind of have that edgy look, so I was like, I don't know, he a mixture of edgy and...
Once upon a time, before I picked up the banjo one Midsummer's Eve, and I never could go back.
Yeah.
He used to play in a heavy metal band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
So when you guys are writing lyrics, I mean, what do you want the message to convey, or how do you go about writing lyrics?
There's a lot of stories, experiences that we've had, as well as just stories that, like fairy tales and influences from poetry and books that we read, like, I don't know, Harry Potter and Shakespeare plays and all that sort of thing. Mainly we just like to tell stories. And if that story is one of our own and it portrays some sort of, some sort of like...
Some sort of truth.
Yeah.
Some sort of truth, or, because I know we definitely think of ourselves as storytellers who use music, is how we kind of like to describe ourselves. And if you're writing something that's true, and then it's something people can relate to, and that's what's really important, is making connections and telling stories, because stories bring people together, is what we believe.
Yeah. The story itself, even if it's not understood, certain truths of the story, even when it's not understood reasonably and mentally, it can be felt and, like, I don't know, cause a change or something.
By either us or the audience
Yeah.
can feel that or be changed by stories.
There's definitely more passion in music that way, instead of a band that just like writes just for what they think the audience wants to hear.
We wouldn't know what that is, so.
Well, keep doing your thing. So you guys are just a two-piece band. Do you find it easier to be just a two-piece band, or do you think it's easier to have, 4 people in a band?
I think eventually, adding members is something we'd love to do. Because we haven't been playing that long, we really like it as a two-piece because it's so collaborative and we work so intensely on every song that it's easy for the moment to be a two-piece, because you only have 2 ideas going at once opposite each other and figuring it out and fighting and then agreeing and then fighting again and then agreeing and coming up with something that you both love. But eventually I think we would love to expand, because there's so much you can do with it just by adding 1 instrument or 2 more instruments.
Especially a cello.
Yes, we would love to add a cello into our band.
Nice. Sound good, I'm sure. Yeah. Do you guys have some upcoming shows then too?
We actually do. Do you want me to talk about this, Soph?
Yeah.
Sophie never knows where we are. She just brings her shoes and I tell her to get in the car.
Okay.
It's a triumph if I remember to bring my shoes.
So this Friday night we're actually playing our first hometown show of the summer in Rochester.
Okay.
The next day we are in Milan, Illinois for a little music festival there. There's a possibility we might be playing in a Chicago suburb the next day. I'm kind of figuring that out still booking. We're in Iowa the next weekend. Yeah, we've been in Milwaukee this summer. We just got back from Sioux Falls 2 days ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we've been all over. We've been
Sounds like it.
living on the road, having a lot of fun.
How did the two of you meet?
You see,
A little smirk on your face.
I was raised by a pack of wolves. My father was an elf and my mother was a bear. And I ate pearl dust and one day Isaac came along and he said, "You need a bath."
Sophie,
And
this
then
is
we
not the
sang
real
a
story.
song.
I always think she's gonna tell the real story, which is why I always like hand the microphone to her. I'm always like, "This is a really good story for you to tell," and then I forget that she will tell that one. Yes, Sophie.
That was a repeat, and maybe if we get really famous, it'll be like a run-on joke, and people will look far beyond back to our small days and say, "Hey, they made that joke early on."
That's a possibility.
You never know.
We've actually we started out doing theater together when we were really young. Sophie was 12 and I was 14.
Yeah.
When we really started working together in both theater and music, we would put on our Shakespeare in the Park plays, and we would actually compose the music for the shows, and we would do folk and bluegrass music that we would write with a group of musicians. And Sophie and I have always enjoyed writing and playing together. So.
Nice. Yeah. All right. No fairy tales or.
Oh, the bad thing was true.
Yeah. Well, the theater that we worked in was really cool. We had a gypsy wagon, and every summer we would do Shakespeare in the Park, and so we kind of started out like this band of gypsies, and that's kind of where we learned how to play music. Yeah.
Nice. Well, out of curiosity, where'd you guys get your band name?
Good Morning Bedlam was named a long time ago there were different members and in a different form. Actually, it was a mix of all these different things, but where Bedlam comes from is Bedlam, if you look it up, it means pandemonium or wildness or chaos, and we love the idea of like a wildness or a freeness. It also happens to be an insane asylum in England. And then I don't exactly remember where Good Morning came from. It was a mix of all these things that we wanted, but Bedlam was kind of the key to what we really liked, the sound of the name.
Well, I mean, what drives you both to keep continuing music? Because music can be kind of a difficult thing.
Isaac does. I don't have a license yet.
I was not a well.
Well,
I know that was pretty good.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get that.
Get it?
Sophie, you want to start?
No, you can go ahead.
Well, where I draw my passion from is definitely from love. And I mean, personally, like what I believe is, I believe in the saving grace of Jesus Christ, and what I found in my music is, unlike a lot of the people who believe those same things, is I like to bring about a different part of that. I'm not the kind of person to sing about like a cut and dry worship song. I like to sing about my struggles, and I like to sing that like I don't have anything figured out in my life, and that's really where I draw peace in my life from when I'm writing, is like it's okay that I don't always know who I am and where I'm going and what is important, and in that those struggles and those things that I've been through that are painful are really real.
Yeah.
And I really draw my passion from trying to like say like I like have felt pain, or I felt love, or I felt joy, and or I've felt this desire to dance and be free, and I felt this desire of, or like I felt trapped, and all of those things, and hoping that like in my music other people are like, oh yeah, I feel that too, I understand that, is really where I draw like my passion from.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And it's pretty much the same thing for me. I mean, of course there's variation, we're different people, so, but I think one thing that I like about playing music with Isaac and like just writing music is that it takes stories and it takes I don't know, life is made up of stories obviously. So it takes life and it takes stories. And then we kind of try to connect this what has become merely an idea of God into these real life stories, because so often the things that aren't quite tangible, like religion or God or morals or all that sort of thing, has become false simply because we can't necessarily sense it in the ways that we're used to. So I think if some of our music possibly makes the things that we believe in and that are at our core feel almost more real, like a stone rather than a cloud.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know, that would make me happy.
I don't know if that answered your
It
question.
did. We got really deep.
Yeah, really quickly.
That's good though. I like it. So just slightly random question, I guess. If you guys had a chance or a do-over in life, would you take that opportunity and do something over in your life, or?
No. Because I know there are certain things that like immediately come to mind, and those things have definitely made me who I am. That's really cliche.
Yeah.
But those experiences have made the joy and the peace that I found in my life worth it. I mean, without the Oh Hellos, the folk band Oh Hellos always says, they have a lyric in their song that is, without the bad, the good disappears.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have a do-over either. I don't think. I mean, even like things that, the first thing that comes to mind after I thought I wouldn't have a do-over was, well, maybe there'd be a situation that I'd want to have done something that I didn't do.
Yeah.
But even then, I think, like Isaac was saying about the Oh Hellos, the first thing that came to my mind was the Abed Brothers, All My Mistakes Brought Me to You. That song.
One last question is, what do you guys admire most about life?
I really admire my girlfriend and my family, and Sophie being part of my family. That's what I really find important. That's I have so much admiration for the people who love me, and I've been so blessed by them. And that's what I have the most admiration for, is my family and my friends and my girlfriend Tori, because she's good to me every day.
Okay, I thought of some things. See, this is why I let him go first, is because while he's talking, I think, oh yeah, and, that's, I think, okay, this might sound silly, but the things like when you're looking up at the sky, like there's a bit of like cloud that makes the sun makes the cloud look real, like so solid.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm personally, just because you asked this question, and I like it when people are in interviews and they get really personal, so I'm going to get personal. I'm Catholic, so when you go to a mass, they give you like, it's called communion, and they give you the body and blood of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was talking about before, about how things have become so theoretical, and it makes me feel very floaty sometimes. I love that. I love that gift of feeling like, here's the center of my faith right there in front of me. I'm very grateful for that. And like Isaac said, the people who love me, and yeah, the surprises of meeting people who understand you and coming to understand people and things that you haven't understood before.
Nice. Yeah, do you guys have anything else you would like to add, or?
Can we play some songs?
Yes, you can.
We like to play music more than other things.
Here we go. B-I-N-G-O,
We can play some other
B-I-N-G-O.
songs.
Alright, well, let's check them out playing some other songs, shall we?
Come on, my girl, take hands with me. We'll waltz around that sycamore tree. We'll sing an old song that we heard on the wind, in hopes of escaping the devil's worst goes lie, I don't feel any pain when we roll in the mud, when we play in the rain. My heart it beats through on my shirt leaves a stain, numb by the tune of our lovers' refrain.
You'll call me wisdom and I'll call you boy. We'll represent life,
One suffering, one joy.
we'll dance around the edge of place super full, and we'll twirl the fine line of the devil's wool. It goes
I don't feel any pain when we roll in the mud, when we play in the rain. Your heart it beats through on my shirt leaves a stain, numb by the tune of our lovers' refrain. I'll kiss you goodbye and I'll lace my boots. The taste of your skin is the sweetest of fruit. Then I'll march off to battle and all that I felt is the kiss of the bullet that sent me to hell.
I lifted your body and screamed at the gods.
Half of my soul is what our love costs.
And I laced up your boots and I climbed out to save that man's soul and body from baby sweet raven. It goes
I don't feel any pain when we roll in the mud, when we play in the rain. Your heart it beats through on my shirt leaves a stain, numb by the tune of our lovers' refrain.
You watch me put on that pretty black dress
And all dressed to match you in Lucifer's vest
that we
stole from him on that cold autumn's eve. We're dressed in the moonlight of lovers and thieves. I don't
feel any pain
when we roll in the mud, when we play in the rain. Your heart it beats through on my shirt leaves a stain, numb by the tune of our lovers' refrain.